All right. An electron and positron can be created through pair production when a photon interacts with a nucleus. So here's our photon. Wow, 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 wow. All right, here's this nucleus. Okay, it'll create a E minus and an E plus. Okay, so explain why there's a photon frequency below which an electron-positron pair cannot be created, right? Well, remember the energy of a photon is HF, right? And at the very minimum, you have to have enough energy to create these guys, right? And this takes 0.511 MeV to create. But you can't just create one of those. You got to also create this to balance charge and lepton number, right? Okay, so basically, what photons below that total energy, right? Add those together, right? Below that energy cannot create that, right? And I think it's got to be a bit more than that too. But that's the fundamental reason is that you have to have enough energy to create these particles, right? Okay, so calculate the minimum photon frequency. I didn't see frequency, so I calculated wavelength. So I, didn't get all the marks, right? So this is exactly what we did for our problems, right? So remember the energy is going to be 2 times 0.511 MeV, right? Remember that's millions of electron volts, so multiply by a million. 1 times 10 to the 6, multiply by 1.602 times 10 to the minus 19th to turn it into joules, right? And then do wavelength is actually just use E equals HF, right? HF, right? And so you now know the energy in joules, use Planck's constant, solve for the frequency, right? Okay. I think you got it, right? I think I did. I just found the wavelength. Okay. Outline why a nucleus, right? And the answer to that is that it's sort of beyond the scope of the class, but there is an equation that shows that this isn't possible momentum wise. Okay, there's no way for momentum wise you'd be able to justify this, right? So it has to do with conservation of momentum. The nucleus actually carries away a little bit of the momentum of that particle. Because these guys don't have it. And I can't remember exactly what that was, but it's a little bit complicated, right? But it has to do with momentum. Right? We're just memorize that, okay? They like to ask that question too. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, all right. I think that's it.